Downtown Spartanburg coming up.
All right, Christy, talking about warmer weather, it means it's prime time for tick bites. This is horrifying to look at, isn't it? The Centers for Disease Control says tick-borne disease is on the rise. So we're going to talk to 7 News reporter Laura Thomas with everything we need to know.
Gordon, the CDC says May through July is when people get more tick bites than any other time of the year.
Summertime, it's just something that we look for a good bit.
Stuart Boone makes sure his daughter Lizzie has on tick repellent, especially if she's spending time in the woods.
It is something to be aware of, especially up where we live, because we live out in a rural area, and we do see a good many of ticks and everything. So.
The Centers for Disease Control says this is the time of year to take those preventive measures. They say be sure to check for and remove ticks as soon as you see them.
Anytime there's warm weather, so usually starting in the spring through the fall, you can get ticks.
At Powdersville Family Practice, Dr. Robert Johnson recommends wearing long sleeves and long pants.
We have a lot of ticks. Most ticks are harmless, but the deer ticks, which are very tiny and harder to see, tend to carry some of the communicable diseases such as Lyme or Rocky Mountain spotted fever.
Dr. Johnson says if you notice any symptoms, it's best to go to the doctor.
Particularly if you had a tick bite and you saw an unusual rash associated with that, you would want to get checked out.
So as you enjoy your summer outside, make sure you know how to protect your family.
Yes, this is definitely the time of year.
And another thing they recommend, talking about ticks, we're talking about being outside, the warmer weather. They also recommend checking out your pets, especially your dogs. Yeah. They're out in the yard. You might see
roaming around in the bushes.
Too.
The dogs always pick up ticks this kind of year. Is there any indication that this year will be an average year for ticks, better, worse than we've had in the past?
It's hard to say at the beginning, but they say this is the time to take precautions now just in case it's a bad year.
Yeah, it's always a bad year for ticks, isn't it? All right, Laura, thank you.